Let's start off with Miss Perkins. Chris Breezy, how you doing?
Hey Trey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, I'm good. How was your weekend?
It was good. Not bad.
What was the most eventful part of your weekend?
Mm. Eventful would be tending my garden, I suppose.
You said tending to your garden?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, moving on up. Now you got a garden, huh, to tend to.
Yep,
All the makers, right?
I'm trying.
Okay, that's good, that's good. So, talk to me. How you feel like your weight loss journey has been going since last time we spoke?
It's been good. I'm trying different recipes, none of which you would like, but
Not that I
I've
would like.
tried a couple. You always be talking smack about my stuff.
Who, me? Not little old me.
But it's good. I'm doing, because you said something last week on our last call that you were doing.
Mm,
And I was like, I need to get back to that. And so I'm trying straight whole foods for this week,
okay.
like nothing man made.
Mm,
And then
okay.
I started yesterday. What's day, Tuesday? Yes, I started yesterday. And I finally kicked the dropping 2 pounds again. I dropped 2 pounds this
Wow.
morning.
What?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
What? You telling me if you eat the things that God created from this earth, it's making you see the scale drop? Wow.
I know. Ain't that crazy?
Okay. So yeah, ladies. So just to give you an idea, once again, Christina, she already lost 50 pounds. She lost 50 plus pounds in 3 months. But Christina hit a snag because I did, which I blame myself for, but I don't blame myself, so I don't care anymore. But I told her I want her to start experimenting so it's more sustainable for her lifestyle, right? So her first month she lost 20 plus pounds. The next month she lost about 12 to 13. Still good, still decent, right? Um, and because she's been experimenting a little bit more, sometimes because we're having a little bit more fun with what we're choosing to eat, it's hard to kind of like take that away from yourself again, you know? So, but if you decide to make sure you're eating enough whole foods, which means that, okay, I'm eating enough calories. I know I'm getting a good amount of protein. Once again, I don't really give y'all a number. I just say 100 grams of protein a day as I do. That's literally a protein shake in a meal. One chicken breast is about 30 to 40 grams of protein. Then essentially you can start seeing the scale drop again. So even like me, um, like Christina, I told Christina, hey, let's just try a week without whole foods. And one thing Christina does not know, I did the same thing. And since I've been trying to do that, I've been talking about this protein cereal, how I've been having that every single night. I decided to cut it out for 1 week. And you know what happened? Scale dropped the most. So much to the point where I was like, wow, it was really that simple for me to cut down again. I just had to take out the man made thing, even though it's protein based. Even though I enjoy it, even though it caters to my sweet tooth. But the difference was I was doing that daily, every single night. Okay? So, one thing I want y'all to remember, ladies, protein based or not, if you're ever hitting a snag on the scale and it's not dropping as much as you want to, that means you need to start looking at other options, such as, okay, what was I doing in the beginning? Like Christina, once again, she, in the beginning, initially, she was not eating nothing man made. But the reason why she wasn't eating nothing man made, because she was afraid. So I had to break her or basically get her out her shell. I was like, hey, no, I want you to try these things. And then she realized that the scale was still dropping. Once again, she still lost 13 pounds in her second month, just was as much as her first month. All right. So, ladies, what I want y'all to do on this program, I want you to kind of still experiment. But if you know you got a trip coming up and you know, okay, I need to expedite it, I hit enough. It feels like no matter what I do, the skill's not dropping. That's the perfect time for you to say, you know what? Let me go back to the basics. I'm eating nothing but whole foods. So that's why if you really pay attention to, once again, I'm only comparing it to what we see on social media, etc. So we have another idea, and that's why I love our community because we share group chats. and what we're eating that day. I'm gonna do a new challenge, by the way, y'all. So stay in tune with that. But now you see what other people are eating, but the people who always get the most consistent results, they don't got enough of man-made in their diet. And if you go on Instagram and you look at these women who is already at their goal weight, right? They already got the abs, they're already fit, they're already toned. If you really pay attention in their diet, they might have sweet potatoes. They even might add honey to the sweet potatoes. They're not eating enough man-made though. Therefore, what I see is what I get on the scale. Because your body's really not going to react adversely to something whole foods unless your body can simply not tolerate it. But anything that is man-made, even if it's a low carbs, even if it's protein based, if you look at the ingredient list, you're going to see 30 different reasons why, or 30 different variables or factors as to why you're stalling on the scale. Okay? So once again, if you ever hit a snag, the best reset you can do, instead of some of y'all, because I know some of y'all will just say, okay, I'm not seeing the scale drop, I'm just gonna fast. No, just cut out the thing that's man-made. It might not be as fun. It might not be as tasty eating some berries over some ice cream, but it will work. Okay. So Christina, I'm proud of you. Just so I can have an idea, because you already know you like to undereat. Tell us what you ate and drank yesterday.
Don't do that. I did not undereat yesterday, so I made this protein based lasagna.
Ooh.
Um, it was I was surprised it was good. It was no noodles in it at all because I cut out man made.
So what you use?
This one said you wasn't gonna like it, but I used turkey breast, the lunch meat turkey breast as the replacement for the noodles. You can't don't do that face. Don't do that face.
Oh, my camera's showing.
You
Hold up,
can't.
hold up,
First
hold up,
off, you
hold up.
can't even taste the turkey breast.
Hold
It
up,
just
hold up.
gives
My
that
bad, y'all.
texture of the noodle. Don't do that.
What y'all
But
be
it was
y'all be
all
making these
protein.
prison
There
meals.
was
I promise y'all be making
cheese,
prison
all the
meals.
stuff. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay,
Cause
keep
see, you
going.
talked about my little protein pizza, and now in the group, everybody trying to protein pizza, and we loving it. Don't do that.
All I was telling y'all is add some seasoning, but continue.
um, what else? And then I had a small piece of salmon and broccoli. I had some yogurt and berries yesterday, and then I drank nothing but water.
Why is yogurt not considered man-made to you, Christina?
Because it's made of milk and it comes from an animal,
Great.
so it's not being made.
So you see what I'm saying, y'all? So when I'm talking about man-made, I'm talking about the things where you know it literally would not exist in nature. When was the last time y'all seen a Dorito tree? Okay, I got a client that's eating egg life wraps every single day. When was the last time you seen an egg life wrap bush? Okay, so yes, it comes from an egg, right? But ultimately, it's not an egg. It's manipulated to be something else, right? So there's nothing wrong with the egg life wrap. There's nothing wrong with Christina using turkey meat instead of lasagna. I don't know where she got that idea, but go crazy, queen. But
It
these
was
are
on
the.
TikTok and from a black lady because you played me last time because it wasn't a black lady, but it was a black lady this time
I don't
with
discriminate,
all the
sweetheart. I'm just
normal
saying.
lasagna seasoning.
Okay. Okay. All I'm saying is it sound a little whitish. Okay, just a little
Whatever.
Caucasianish, but there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so at the end of the day, Christina, did it scale drop this morning?
Yeah, a little over 2 pounds.
That's all I care about. And y'all see what I'm saying? So Christina, once again, was somebody who tend to undereat because she's so focused on losing weight. She's willing to do whatever it takes to lose weight, which means I would rather not eat at all, right? But ultimately, that's not
Yep.
sustainable.
It wasn't working.
It wasn't working,
I
right?
mean, it did at first, but then after a while, like you were telling me, it wasn't sustainable.
That's so crazy. 'Cause I used to tell her that all the time, and then she kept doing it, and then she realized, oh wow, this man knows a little bit what he's talking about, just a little bit. All right.
Yeah, a
So
little bit, a little bit.
the only way you under eating is gonna keep working, just to let y'all know, ladies, is if you fast completely. Now, Christina was the type where she can fast here and there, but she don't like fasting, which is fine. It makes sense. I don't like fasting, but keep in mind, I've been the dude who did 5 day fast, no food, no water, 7 day fast. no food. Just to show my previous clients 2 to 3 years back, hey, you can still live life without eating. And I was still working out. I was still going to the gym, still having a regular schedule, just to show that it's all about mind. Fat loss is more psychological than physical. Weight loss is more physical than psychological. Because when you're losing fat, especially for women, your hormones it will dictate if you see the scale drop or not. When you're losing weight, you're losing anything. So you might lost a half a pound in the course of a week, or better yet, you probably lost a half a pound in a day. But it wasn't fat. It was connective tissue, tendons got smaller, ligaments got smaller, a little bit of muscle mass, and some fat. Y'all on a fat loss program, which means if y'all actually do a DEXA scan or an in-body scan, you will realize that, let's say somebody like Kiana, because Kiana's going crazy in my program right now, right? But she just joined. She lost about 8 to 9 pounds already. But she did a DEXA scan and it showed her how much muscle mass she has, how much bone density she has, how much fat mass she has. She realized 90% of that she lost was fat. That's what you want to lose, right? But once again, in Christina's case, she was losing fat, keyword fat, so fast that what her body started doing is because she started under eating continuously, stress. And what a fat cell is gonna do when it releases fat in the bloodstream and now it's mobilized and it's burnt, your fat cell saying, hey, well, Christina kept me at this size for 20 plus years. I want to keep this size because I know Christina's tripping. She gonna go back to what she wants to do. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna absorb some water and replacement to hold the size. So now Christina, psychological, is looking at the scale every single day, and she's like, the scale is not dropping today, but the stick color is purple. What is going on? My body hates myself. And naturally, what y'all want to do is start eating less, more stress. Your body cannot stop itself from losing fat. That's on y'all. What your body can do is rebel against you and start retaining water. So now y'all will realize, which I hear all the time, or some of y'all may experience, Trey, I only lost 1 pound this week, but I got more room in my shirt. My waist beads are dropping for some of y'all who wear waist beads. I can don't have to do a whole lot of jumping and get inside my jeans because you lost fat. Your body cannot prevent that. But it can retain water, which will make you discouraged because you feel like you're not losing weight, but you're really losing fat. Okay? So, Christina, I'm proud of you. Keep eating that turkey meat lasagna. You can keep that to yourself in your household, but it's working. So if it's not broke, don't fix it. Don't send that to the group chat. Please and thanks.
Whatever.
No struggle meals in the group chat, y'all. No struggle meals. Okay? All right. You know, Christine, she my fake favorite. So, Kamaya, how you doing? The people's choice.
Yo, I'm alive. It's been a hard beginning of the week, but I'm back.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to check up on you. How's everything? You good?
I'm good now.
Okay.
Little ER visit, but
Okay.
we good.
We
You
good.
know what I'm saying?
God is good. You still here? Still breathing?
For real, they was trying to play me at the doctor like I didn't know what I was talking about, but miraculously, I'm better. When I
Hmm.
told them what was the problem, what's the problem?
Wow, look at that. Kamaya knows more information about her body than the doctor. Wow.
Mm.
Kamaya, the reason why I called on her because I already know that she did have a more festive weekend. So tell
Yeah,
us about your
I'm
weekend,
crazy.
Kamaya. And she was afraid, so
Mm.
that's why I want to talk to her about it now.
I was afraid, but we got through it. I normally don't get a chance to get out with these babies. So I had a birthday party and I had a brunch all in the same weekend and went crazy. I planned for the brunch, but the birthday party is really what Dana took me out because, of course, everybody we got sent to the restaurant after the party. The party after the party, I was like, I wasn't ready for this, so not too bad. I feel like I made wise choices. It was hard, but I did it. It's just all them sweets they was trying to give me. They was just trying to load me up, but. Not too bad. I think overall in the weekend I only gained like maybe 2 or 3 pounds. Like, and I know it was like water weight because even then I was still like you said, all my clothes was looser. I'm down a dress size I haven't been in since like college. So
Here we go. Okay. So yeah, and once again, ladies, like you notice how Kamaya noticed about the dress size. So she's getting smaller, and the scale is creeping up after a weekend, right? But at the end of the day, she stayed the same size. So just to give you an idea, in order for you to gain 8 or 3 pounds, better yet, let's because we're talking about Kamaya. In order for you to gain 3 pounds of real fat, what you have to do is kind of eat everything that y'all ate today. Now throw in a full pizza by yourself and a glass of wine. I mean, excuse me, not a glass of wine, a whole container of wine or a whole bottle of wine. How many of y'all are doing that on the weekend? Never.
no, no.
Okay. So if the scale goes up and you know you didn't crash, and I'm talking about you had to crash out, right? It's not going to be real weight. It is water weight, right? But once again, your body can retain water faster than anything else because there's so many different factors. If you don't get enough sleep, you're going to retain water weight. That's based off your hormones. That's your body producing more aldosterone. That makes your body retain more sodium, which means what? The scale's not dropping, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you are stressed, you're going to get that exact same fact, right? When you're on your cycle, that's going to make you gain weight. Okay? So, and the reason why, once again, your progesterone is depleted when you're on your cycle, your first day of your cycle. Your progesterone hormone is the main thing that not only helps with your anxiety and depression, but it also helps you with sodium regulation inside your body. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Sometimes when we live in our best life over the course of the weekends, you just had a little bit of fries, but you already know you didn't have a little bit of fries like y'all tell me. Hey, Trey only had 4 fries. But then you was over there scratching at the bag at the end. Bottom of the bag. You know what you do. Cool. And all these factors can make you retain water. But it's not going to be real weight. So when the majority of y'all come off from vacation, especially before my program, let's say y'all gain 6 to 8 pounds. Cool. Especially after in 5 days. Once again, you didn't gain weight. What happens is y'all would see the scale start creeping back down. Let's say you lost 3 of the 6 pounds and it's Wednesday. What you will naturally do is be like, okay, the scale is dropping. I can sneak in this one little thing that I really want. That's not protein based or low carb. Scale fluctuates again. Now you're getting discouraged. So now you try to eat less probably that day. Scale don't drop again because you probably didn't get no sleep or you're stressed. Now you quit. That's when the scale starts creeping back up. So after vacation, you got to be intentional. You got to ask yourself, okay, I know what I did on vacation. How hard do I want to go? And that's why I tell some of y'all, if you have access to the stick and your stick color was purple before vacation and now it is non-existent, if you do the crime, do the time. You know what you did for that to happen. No, Trey, it wasn't one slice of pineapple that did that. You probably had a pineapple on top of your margarita, but it wasn't a pineapple. So don't blame that. All right? So just be mindful of that because once again, when we go on vacation, and this is the time for vacation, I'm about to go to Mexico in 2 days, right? But I also got a trip in Hawaii in 2 weeks. So now I got a choice to make. Do I want to wild out in Mexico? Do I want to wild out in Hawaii? Especially because I got basically a broken leg. So I just can't pimp all over the world like I used to do. So now, because that is the case, I gotta keep it cute over the course of one of these trips. So I'm not able to be as mobile as majority of y'all. But you just gotta make a choice. Still enjoy yourself, but make a choice. Today was the first time I ever went to this restaurant that I went to and literally did not get a margarita in my entire life. You know why? Because today, Taco Tuesdays, their margarita is $5 for the goblet.
Oh yeah.
$12 tacos, you get 5 tacos and a margarita for $17. All I gotta do is drop $20 and I can leave and I get a drink. Sign me up. But then once again, I already thought about it. Yo, you're gonna might have a margarita or two or three or four or five in 2 days. So I had to make an intentional choice to keep it cute. That's it. All right. So Kamaya talked about what she was gonna do over the course of the weekend. We game planned on Friday, and she still lived her life, enjoyed herself, maybe gained 2 to 3 pounds. But now, Kamaya, how many of those pounds did you lost since?
Uh, I'm back down almost 2 pounds already.
There we
Two or three
go.
pounds. Yeah, it was basically non-existent. So yeah.
So one day removed, she got back to basically her weight that she left off at. But the reason why is because she was intentional. And what I mean by that, Kamaya. All right, and after that, I'm gonna go to the next person. Tell me your worst day and tell me everything that you ate and drank on that day.
Mm, yeah, it was definitely Friday. Yeah, I mean, it was definitely that birthday party. Had well, I don't know. You have to tell me because I drunk on one day and the other day I didn't drink.
Okay. What did you eat?
Okay,
Your
so
worst
I
day.
had the spicy Chick-fil-A sandwich for the birthday party. Had sweet tea. I had like two cookies. I had about this a few fries or whatever. I don't know. It wasn't tasting like they used to. Then I had the sauce on top of that.
Okay.
And then we went to the restaurant. I had chips and salsa and taco salad, but I didn't eat the shell. I was like I had done enough damage that day. So I chilled out. And then the next day we went to brunch. I had the salmon croquettes. I had a salad, a piece of catfish, and I had like three or four mimosas because I ain't got a chance to drink in a while. So it
Right.
was so
Okay.
good.
So between those two late days, you know what, Kiana, since you knew, which one sounded like the worst day and why? The day with the mimosas or the day where she just ate?
The first day.
The first day. Simple. Okay.
Yeah.
So once
Straight
again,
up.
ladies, of course I want y'all to eat your calories over drink your calories. But just to give you an idea, one thing that I had to learn, which is that hurt my heart, 4 to 5 tortilla chips at that Mexican restaurant is equivalent to one tortilla. All they literally do is take that tortilla, put it in the deep fryer, take it out, crumple it up. That equates to about 4 chips, 5 chips. But then you're taking this chip, you got some queso or guacamole, you're scooping it, now you just added what to it?
Fat.
What makes you fat?
You said
Carbs.
what?
What makes you fat? Carbs
Carbs and fat.
and fat. Not carbs by itself, carbs and fat. Unless you're drinking alcohol, a whole lot of alcohol. But if it's not carbs and fat and alcohol, there's no way you're going to really technically gain a whole lot of weight. Once again, that's why you see people from Asian descent, they're never big. But they eat rice literally every single day. Sometimes
Yeah.
2 times a day. I've seen it. I worked with multiple clients like that. But guess what? Because they steam the rice, black people, let me put some oil and butter in the rice. That's what makes us gain weight,
Facts.
not the rice. Okay? So that's why when y'all go to these other countries, y'all go to Jamaica, y'all go to Curacao, y'all go to Japan, you eat the same food, scale doesn't shoot up. You're not being bloated. It's not the rice, it's how the rice is prepared. All right? All right.
Makes sense.
Thank you for letting me talk to you, Kamai, and use you as a case study.
I appreciate y'all. And y'all's prayers. Thank y'all.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I love our community, by the way. Tiffany, how you doing? Miss Go St. Patrick.
Hey, friend.
Hey, friend. You look skinny today. You was
Yeah.
ducking me this week. What's going on?
You know, the term duck is real strong.
Real
More
strong.
like forgot.
How you forget about little old me? All I do is an announcement every single day.
You know, life be lifing.
Okay.
But neither here nor there. I am here today. Hi, ladies. I'm here. I made it. Praise God.
And you look skinnier today. So the scale dropped again?
Uh, yes, today it did.
Okay, that's good.
Because I'm recovering from my weekend acts,
Mm,
of course.
mm.
But it definitely dropped today. I'm back on track. Today for lunch, I had my first meal, I should say. I had taco lettuce wraps. And I put cucumber, green onion, a little bit of tomato, and a teeny bit of avocado on them. But I had like multiple, and they were really full with the meat.
Why teeny of avocado?
Because I put what is it, sour cream on one of them, and I wanted to balance the amount of fat I was intaking.
Thank you. So that's what I'm saying. Tiffany is, once again, she's a perfect client. She already know what to look out for. She already knew that guacamole or the avocado is not the issue. It's just the fact that she's trying to balance out the fats. Because the fats can make something a lot more fat based than protein based immediately. Okay? So I'm gonna give you a real time example about how that can work. But once again, Tiff, you already know you bomb. Good job.
Thank you.
Make sure you eat again today, because you know taco lettuce wraps don't sound like a lot of food, by the way.
I mean, I'm working on it. Like
Okay,
my schedule is tight.
Is it?
Just trying to figure out my life. But yes, the goal is to eat something else small. My popper eat like a poor person meal.
Well, now you're supposed to eat like a princess, because it's your second meal, queen. Remember that?
Yeah, but my first meal was like real big. It was queen esque. I'm just
How many tacos you had?
taco. I told you I had three, but the lettuce was like the romaine, the big
Oh, okay,
ones,
so
and
the
then I
actual
really,
lettuce.
really,
Yeah.
yeah, I actually filled them up
Okay. Okay.
because I know you tell me I'm famous for not eating enough. So
You know you're
I
famous
wasn't
not
trying to.
eating enough. You don't got time
I
to
wasn't
eat.
trying to hear that today. I wasn't trying to hear that today. So,
Okay. All right. Well, today you start off perfect, so keep doing your thing. All right.
thank you.
So I don't know. Okay. Oh, they did switch it up. I see chicken. Okay. Cool. Does it actually say right here? Okay. Chipotle redid their actual website. So excuse me, y'all. But what I'm trying to show y'all is in a Chipotle bowl, each scoop of chicken that y'all get. Let me see if I can pull it up so it makes more sense for y'all. High protein menu. Okay, cool. Okay, so you know Chipotle now is doing these protein cups, right? And the protein cup is basically what you see is what you get. So they got a protein cup, which is nothing but chicken. They got a protein cup, which is nothing but steak. All right. So y'all see the protein cup where it says nothing but chicken. It is 32 grams of protein, right? And that's about a serving. But the protein cup of steak is about 21 grams of protein. All right. So let's say hypothetically, um, Tiffany, since I'm using her as an example, she gets double steak in her protein or in her Chipotle bowl, right? So just keep that in the back of your head. So 21 times 2, that's 42 grams of protein. All right. If I look at, hopefully it lets me pull it up. Okay, all right. I'm going to try to zoom in on this. All right, cool. So if you look at the guacamole by itself is 22 grams of fat. This is the guacamole, y'all, that is on the side, which is why I keep telling y'all on the side. But if you ask them, hey, guacamole, do your worst, they're going to get that big A spoon. I see I got kids on the call now, so I can't talk the way I want to talk. It's fine. I got this big, I'll mess with you. I got this big spoon, right? The world's biggest spoon. And I'm going to take all that guacamole to take the world's biggest scoop and then put all over your bowl, right? That's the large guacamole. That's 44 grams of fat. One thing y'all not taking into consideration, who leaves out of Chipotle without no cheese? The cheese is 8 grams of, and that's if they're being lenient with your cheese. That's if you say light cheese. And if you look at the label, and which is why it says 1 ounce, 1/4 of a cup of cheese, 1/4 of a cup of cheese is 110 calories. Right? So let's say they just do 2. They're not even going crazy. That's like a regular Chipotle bowl. They really give you about 2 ounces. That's 14 grams of fat. or 16, excuse me, grams of extra fat on top of the 44 grams of fat, right? Tiffany already knows better. But back in my day, when I was a fat boy, oh yeah, I need that sour cream too. The sour cream is 9 grams of fat. So you have 42 grams of protein, and you know what? I'm not even gonna finesse y'all. Because some of y'all is probably thinking, okay, Trey, what about the beans, right? Beans got protein in it. Okay. The black beans got how many grams of protein I want to call it? It got right here, all the way at the end, 8 grams of protein. So basically, if you ask for light cheese, the cheese and the pinto beans will cancel each other out.
What about the queso though? You know that bland queso they be
Hey,
getting?
sweetheart. I see. I wasn't trying to talk about all that. I wasn't trying to talk about all that. But you know what? You say you want queso. Guess what? You sound like me, Kamaya. Let's look at the queso. The queso,
They always giving it for free, so it's like
they're giving it for free for a reason. And here's the reason why this broke my heart. But here's the main reason why I stopped getting queso. Once again, I'm not gonna finesse y'all. Queso on the side, right? So that means less portion. Cool. It has 18 grams of fat. But it also got 12 grams of carbs. Kamaya, how in the hell do queso or cheese got carbs in it?
maybe I don't remember. Well, I guess all the little peppers and stuff they be putting in it. I
You think
guess.
all them little peppers is going to add up to 12 grams of carbs?
I don't know what they doing in this stuff.
Exactly. So now
It's
let's.
not man-made.
Yeah, they doing something to
Yeah,
that.
it's
I ain't never heard
man-made
of that.
queso.
There's
Okay.
no
That's
queso
some that's some
well.
of that Velveeta, see?
No queso well.
That
Dorito
processed
trees.
not cheese
Yeah, it's
that
not.
they
It's
using.
probably Velveeta. How do Chipotle make their queso? Let me Google
They
that.
swear they natural though.
Watch this, y'all. Using a blend of aged Monterey Jack and sharp white cheddar thickened, which is why if you shake it around, it kind of stays
Yeah.
together with cornstarch, which is a
They out the
carb.
game.
Y'all see what I'm saying? That's why I tell y'all, if you really enjoy a certain type of food, I used to be the king of Chipotle. When I tell y'all at one point in time, my goal was to get a Chipotle Gold Card, which means I can get Chipotle one free meal a day. I aspired for that. I reached out to the people in Chipotle, everything. I was trying to be a brand ambassador. They was not messing with me. Cool. But because they
That's what I don't
manipulated the queso, now something that's supposed to be just straight up fat now got carbs in it. The two worst things to mix is what? Carbs and fat. Okay? So that's why when I tell y'all that, hey, do not be afraid of fat, just have more protein on your plate than fat. That's why when I want y'all to Google your favorite foods or things that you like, Google it once. Because I Googled this queso one time 4 years ago. But I remember. So now the days I choose to have queso, because now, I'll be honest with you, you put some queso inside a Chipotle bowl, it sets it off. I'm saying, I'm living my best life. I might as well get the bread too.
What about that vinaigrette?
Kamaya's on demon time today, y'all, as y'all can see.
Vinaigrette is my
Chipotle
weakness.
honey vinaigrette.
That's my
Same.
weakness right there.
That everybody knows that's what really sets
Yeah,
it off, okay?
it sets it off for a reason.
I actually ask for two for anything I eat. Well, back in the day when I would eat
I know
tacos,
before I know right, Ashley?
Excuse?
So let's check it out. It got
I
16
don't even
grams
want
of
to
fat,
know.
Chipotle honey. That's why it's liquidy. It also got 18 grams of carbs. Now, the funny thing is, it comes in that little ramekin, right, y'all?
For anything.
How many people, my ex, I don't know about y'all, but how many of y'all whoever knows about the dressing, only gets one?
Not me.
Everybody gets two.
Everybody gets two.
Everybody gets two.
They
Because
be
they don't
offended
fill
when they be
up.
giving one
They
like they being
fill up a quarter
stingy.
of the way.
It's a quarter of the way. But guess what,
Yes.
y'all? That's the serving size.
I got one and mixed it with the sour cream.
Y'all see what I'm saying, y'all?
No, that's facts. I'm with Kiana. That's the type of stuff you're supposed to do. You gotta look it up.
And that's why we was all big backed at one point. That's all I'm saying. So
We get delivered though.
16 grams of fat. Y'all using two. That's 32 grams. 18 grams of carbs times two. That's 36 grams. So let's do the math, y'all.
I wanted to get a job at Chipotle just to learn how to make it. Like I was obsessed.
Me too. Me too.
No, well, I did a copycat from Pinterest. It was pretty close, but it just
I did the same thing, Ashley.
it was like the red wine vinegar, the
Yep,
honey, the
that's the one I
chipotle
did.
peppers. It's good, but
It ain't there. It ain't all the way there. I know.
Okay. But yeah, so y'all can see these little sauces adds up. So now you thought you had a healthy choice. Here's the funny thing. On paper and Chipotle, with the honey vinaigrette, with how y'all naturally like y'all stuff, that is still a healthy meal. Don't get it twisted. Chipotle is healthy. All because it's healthy doesn't mean it's going to help you lose weight. That's what y'all got to understand. I'm trying to help y'all break that connotation with healthy, lose weight. Almonds are healthy. Almonds don't help you lose weight.
There's a trick to it, right? Like you get this bowl and you can get everything you want, of course, with the fattening things on the side, like salad dressing, guacamole, sour cream, right? And then you put a little bit on half and you eat half at a time. If you need something else to eat during the day, a small healthy snack, and then the other half for your dinner. That way, it's like boom.
That's smart. And that's how you do it. And what I used to do, Tiffany, when I used to have the queso still, honestly, I would get the queso, sour cream on the side. Why am I picking sour cream? The sour cream got 9 grams of fat per container. Ramekin. The guacamole got 22 grams of fat per container. So I used to put half of the sour cream, half of the queso. And like Tiffany said, that would essentially be my main meal of the day. I might just end up my day with a snack call it a day. Scale's gonna drop. But that's because we're being mindful of the added fats. And now when I go to Chipotle, I never get steak. That's me. Personal preference. First off, I already feel like it tastes like dog food. 2, I see that the chicken has 11 more grams of protein in it per serving than the steak that already got a little bit of fat in it too. And I want cheese and I want sour cream or I don't want Chipotle. Everything else is extra for me. Okay? So those are non-negotiables, which means, okay, let me make sure I get the protein-based option. That way I can have more leniency with my fats.
I thought steak always had more protein. That's why I get half steak, half chicken. I do.
Steak never has more protein than chicken. What steak does is more nutrient dense than chicken. Y'all see what I'm saying?
Doing something.
So
yeah, it's got more fats.
More fats, which means you're gonna be fuller for longer. Yes. Okay. So Ashley, that's the perfect remedy at Chipotle. If you are gonna get it, half chicken, half steak. Now I got my protein up. Now I got the fat that's gonna keep me satiated. I'm not gonna get hungry again. Okay. I get double chicken from Chipotle when I know 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna eat again today. But if I know I'm not gonna eat again that day, or my plan is to not eat again today, I'm gonna get 3 scoops of chicken. Once again, my preference because I don't really like their steak. But I went to a Mexican restaurant earlier today, like I told y'all, but I got chicken and steak fajitas for the same reason why y'all said that. Because I actually like their steak. Does it make sense? Yeah. So chicken always trumps steak or red meat usually when it comes to protein. Then after that, protein is the second highest tier. Then after that is seafood. But once again, when it comes to overall health, number 1 is seafood. Why? Because majority of seafoods come with protein and a good amount of fat. So one thing I want y'all to remember, the best type of proteins on earth is always the one that comes with fat. Period.
So always one that comes from what?
The best proteins on earth is always the ones that actually comes with fat.
Oh, okay.
Naturally. Chicken is too lean. It don't come with fat. right? So that's why I tell y'all, especially when you're on this program, oh Trey, well some of y'all, hey Trey, I got some chicken, but I had to take off the skin. I'm gonna say why. If it's not fried, you don't gotta take off the skin ever in life. Okay, and if you have the heart to order fried wings, you might as well just eat it. Don't be that crazy person at the bar or in the restaurant where you order something just to take off half of the things and you're messing up the entree. If you order it, eat it. Just say, okay, now I'm gonna be better with my side choices or my drink choices. Okay? All right. Okay, so far so good, y'all. Who do I want to speak to? Sasha, you still here? Okay, she came in and bounced out. Okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Um, since I've been bringing you up multiple times, Kiana, how you doing?
I'm good. Trying to get in my last meal for my window.
What's your last meal looking like?
My fiance made me some steak lettuce wraps with fajitas and cheese, obviously. But yeah,
Okay, that's a
my
good
first
man,
menu
Kiana. Keep him
window. I
around.
tried a new meal.
You said, what
What
did
did
you
you
eat for your
say?
first meal?
Sorry. I said I tried a new meal today for my first window. I did a cauliflower sushi bake, which was really good. So I did half a salmon, cauliflower rice with imitation crab meat, um, sriracha, and I think a tablespoon of like the spicy mayo, like the Asian spicy mayo. It was really good.
Based off what you just named for your first meal, what was the worst thing that you named and why?
I would say it was more vegetable based than protein based.
Okay. Ashley, what was the worst thing about her first meal and why?
Was my biggest.
You mean the spicy mayo? I don't know what the if it was low fat or.
Yeah, it was zero carbs.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
So if you
I
had to say,
heard
yeah,
imitation crab. I heard salmon, cauliflower rice, and what else?
sriracha, spicy
Sriracha.
mayo.
I said that's good.
So what was the worst thing about her meal, Ashley?
Oh, nothing. She was good.
Exactly.
I was right.
And that's why I asked her that because once again, Kiana is new. Ashley wants you to break everything down because she knows everything now. She might as well be a nutritionist on her side job. There was nothing wrong with your meal, Kiana. So good job.
Okay.
So once again, all because it tastes good doesn't mean something's wrong with it.
Yep.
Some of us has this bad connotation with, okay, if it tastes good, it's too good to be true. No. If you incorporate all of the right ingredients and you look at the back for all of them and all those make sense, now you can incorporate all those at the same time and still expect the exact same outcome. Okay? So that was actually
Yep.
perfect, Kiana. You had a perfect day. So keep experimenting. Okay? And if it don't look dry, add it to the group chat.
I
Once again,
will.
y'all, no struggle meals. Okay? All right. But good job. You're doing everything you gotta be doing. Um, my favorite prosecutor, Patricia. How you doing?
I'm driving.
You driving? Okay.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna hold you up because I know you just basically finished your fast. You're getting back into the swing of things. Tell me everything that you ate and drink today so far.
Well, I'm actually about to order. Can
Okay.
I just have a 10-piece chicken nugget?
Oh, she bold.
Just the nuggets. No, thank you. Yes, please.
Hey Patricia, in
Yeah.
order for me to get you snatched up again, you gotta be living. So don't be choking on no chicken nuggets. You might need a salsa too.
No, I actually don't. They don't have the sweet and sour sauce anymore. But I'm not a big sauce person,
Oh, okay.
except McDonald's sweet and sour. But that's only when I'm living my best life.
Trust me, I know. I do the same thing with a large fry, extra crispy. Okay.
So yeah, I just finished my fast Thursday. So since Thursday, I've lost 5 pounds.
I think I told you this year has been it's just been lifing, but mostly because I was president of this bar association all year, and it
Yeah.
was basically a whole separate job, including the increased cases we got from the whole administration. Yeah, thank you. So I was just trying to figure out how to deal with it, but it's basically almost done this month. So
Okay.
I wanted to give myself grace because it was just hard period. I mean, I learned a lot. I basically again led like hundreds of people, so it was a big accomplishment. But unfortunately, my diet and exercise kind of fell because I was always having to be out to awards and things like that. But earlier today, I think I had a New York strip, but I cut it up, and then I had salmon and broccoli in that meal, and then I only had like what is it, collagen?
Yeah.
Like 2 or 3 scoops of that. Work was kind of busy. I didn't have a chance to eat, so that's why I got the chicken nuggets. It was like a whole steak and a whole salmon. So it was actually pretty big, but just in case, I just wanted to finish it off before my window closed.
That's
And I only
perfect.
had water. I think earlier today I had a Coke Zero with my meal earlier, and then I took my magnesium. The what's that vitamin that you, the thing in the green bottle? The fish, the oil.
Oh, Carson liver
I,
oil.
yeah, I did that. I did the other liquid vitamin.
Mary Ruth's.
Yeah, I did that, and then I gotta find another bottle of that other vitamin that you have. But yeah, so I did all that earlier in the day. Did the shake before I left work. I just wanted to finish off with the nuggets in
Okay.
case.
Yeah. So once again, Patricia, somebody she been knowing me for about 3 years. She can just lose weight at will, depending on her lifestyle. But because she's so dialed in, she already also know what supplements to take. 1 plus 1 will always equal 2. All right, y'all, and that's the beauty of this program because sometimes life happens, and sometimes you just don't give a flying f about your weight. Let's be honest, especially during the wintertime, right? So you're mindful, but you know the scale's gonna go up just a little bit during that course of the season. You know, so I love the fact that I teach y'all some of these things, some of these snacks, some of these recipes here and there. So then on the winter time, instead of you gaining 15, 10 pounds over the course of the winter, you might gain 6 or 7. But you also feel in control. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to give y'all the reins back to y'all life. So you know, okay, if I ever have to lose fat again, I just gotta do X plus Y and it always equate to Z. Okay? So that's the beauty of the program. I don't expect y'all to be snatched all year round. I mean, for some of my clients, they love it so much that they do. But let's be candid. That's not really typical. Okay? I want y'all to be fine during the season y'all want to be fine. But now you know how to get there without doing no crazy GLP-1s, semaglutides, pills, watermelon cleanses, etc. Okay? All right. Good job, Patricia. Keep doing your thing. So what I want to do, you know what? I'm at calling one more person, and then after that, this call says it's gonna end in 10 minutes. So, what I want to do is if y'all have any questions at the end about anything, don't gotta be about nutrition, just about health. Hey Trey, what collagen I should take, what supplements I should take. I want to take this last 10 minutes to kind of go over that. If y'all have just general questions about anything, constipation, how can I can sleep better, whatever. Okay. But Jasmine, Betsy, how you doing? Okay, well, she just literally left. Okay, all right. So, do anybody got any questions about just anything in general?
I have a
I got
question.
a question. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, all right. So, Kat first, Patricia, you next.
So you mentioned the collagen. So I see those like collagen peptides all over the place. So what's the deal with those? How do you feel about those?
Let me ask you a better question. What are Why are you taking collagen?
No, I'm not taking it. It just seems very popular. So I was wondering. It's supposed to be for like hair and nails and like other types of health. I don't know much about it.
So, collagen, your skin, your hair, your nails, is made out of fibrinogen, elastin, collagen. Hair, skin, and nails is mostly collagen, right? So that's why I asked, what are you taking collagen for? Because somebody like me, right? I'm dealing with a tendon issue, which means that because I ruptured my tendon, I got to re-strengthen my tendon. The fastest way for me to re-strengthen my tendon is going to be collagen. But not all collagen are created equal. Just like y'all learned, all carbs not created equal. So let's say Kat was like, hey, Trey, I'm trying to be a hand model in the next 2 weeks. What collagen supplement do you need me to take? I'm going to say, first off, what you want is hydrolyzed collagen. And the best type of hydrolyzed collagen usually comes in a powdered form. So this one is pretty decent. Y'all probably seen this before in the store before.
Mm-hmm.
Vital Proteins is good for hair, skin, and nails because it is type 1 and type 3 collagen. These are the main collagens for your, once again, hair, skin, and nails. But within your body, let's say you say, Trey, I was dealing with knee pain all my life, right? Or I've been dealing with joint pain all my life. Then I'm going to say you want type 2 collagen. So if I type in type 2 collagen, let's see if this brand comes up that I already got in my house. Yep, boom. Look at that. The multi collagen, ancient nutrition. Okay? This is the one that you want. If you're dealing with joint pain, etc. So guess what I do? Because I'm still trying to look good for the summer. I like to have clear skin. I take this collagen and mix it with this collagen. Right? Now, let's say if you want the ultimate protein shake, where it's not going to make you stall, you can still expect the scale to drop, but also you're working with your outer, with your inner, right? You want the glass skin, but you also want to get gains. What I would say is get this collagen and get whey protein isolate. My preferred one is Sebum. It's just a particular brand. They got all the crazy flavors. But when I tell you this is the best protein powder I ever tasted in my life, this is it. Okay? So I would just say get like put 1 scoop of this in there and follow the serving size with the collagen. That way you're getting your cysteine and you're getting your glycine. I'm getting nerdy on you, but long story short, these are the main tenets or all the things that you probably need in a protein shake.
Okay, thank you.
Okay? Yeah. So ladies, collagen is good for y'all if you don't want to have more less wrinkles. You want to kind of have that quote unquote anti-aging effect, but you also want to grow your hair faster, skin and your nails is growing stronger. You want collagen. And guess where we get majority of our collagen from, ladies? Red meat. Wow. That's why y'all shining and looking amazing every single time I talk to y'all now. Look at that. All right. So yeah, collagen is important, but it's really more important for like aesthetics. You don't gotta go out your way for collagen. Okay. Now, I seen a question. Christina said, "What about black girl vitamins?" So here's the thing. First off, I always support black businesses. I appreciate y'all for supporting me because this is a black-owned business, right? But what the difference is you got to also understand when you're building a company, you got to start small. If we're starting small, that means 9 times out of 10, we're not using the better quality things. So I'm not saying that's what black girl vitamins are doing for their collagen, but as a nutritionist, I can tell y'all that's what they're doing for their vitamins. Okay? So let's look at black girl vitamins collagen. We're going to look at it together. I'm going to tell y'all what I'm looking at from a nutritionist perspective. Okay, so they got collagen powder. That's already a plus because it's a powder, right? Once again, it says it promotes healthy hair, skin, and nails, just like I said, reduce joint and muscle pain. So now if you're going to start saying something like this, you better have type 2 collagen in there. Mix it with coffee, smoothies, good for digestion. Sure, I guess. Nothing wrong with that. I guess you could say that. So let's look at the label or the ingredients. Hydrolyzed, which is what y'all want. Hydrolyzed bioactive collagen from grass-fed, pasture-raised bovine. That's perfect. I'm already a fan. A tailored blend that stimulates type 1 and type 3 collagen. type 1 and type 3 collagen. Do y'all remember what I just said is the best one for joints?
Type 2.
2. So are they lying to you? No. Are they telling the whole 100% truth? Probably not. That's kind of like me saying I'm richer than Christina and I got $1 more. Versus me saying Christina's richer than me and she got $10,000 more. That's if she got type 2 collagen. And is that more potent for the difference between something like 1% to 1,000% when it comes to collagen? So they're not lying. It's just not going to be as effective as you think if you're purchasing that because you're dealing with joint pain. Okay? But what I'll say, Christina, is there anything wrong with this? Nope, not at all. I support it. One heaping scoop is 9 grams of protein. I guess that's cool because usually for the serving size for collagens, just so you can compare it. 9 grams of protein right here, 10 grams of bovine, right? So now if I compare it to Vital Protein Collagen, hold up. Okay, my computer don't even want to work right now. Hold up, give me a second, y'all. Just exit that out. Vital Protein Collagen. I don't even know what's going on. It's not even letting me type. Okay, there you go. But to answer your question, long story short, Christina, it's cool. It's cool. Especially if you're not dealing with joint pain.
Okay.
Okay? So I like that. That's pretty decent. That's actually probably the better products I actually seen from them. Okay? So yeah. Vital Proteins Collagen is right here. This is the one I kind of recommend, but once again, if you want collagen for aesthetics, for the outside, not the inside, pick up the one that they just said. That's perfect. All right. But this label says it got 18 grams of protein per 3 tablespoons. So you're getting more protein, and it says 20 grams of collagen peptides from bovine. So what that means is you're getting more quality and more quantity because if you look at the serving size, it requires less for you to obtain that same one than that one, which means that the Black Girl Vitamins, it's a great product, but you're going to run through this faster and have less protein and bovine than if you just bought this. Do you see what I'm saying? So, but because they mass make it and it's in mass circulation, that means it's more in demand. That means their products can be cheaper. That's why it's $29. But the Black Girl Vitamins one, if I'm not mistaken, they say $36. So if you just want to support a black business, I'm all for it. Okay? But now, just make sure, and that y'all are armed with me and y'all know how to read the label, just make sure, just compare it with the market. Okay? And one other tip I'm going to give to y'all when it comes to the vitamins as well is when you are looking at vitamins, there's 2 indicating factors to tell you what quality is the vitamins. It wants to have vitamin B9, vitamin B12. If you see cyanocobalamin, it's trash. If you see methylcobalamin or methylfolate, that's vitamin B9, methylcobalamin as vitamin B12. These are the active forms of the vitamins that your body is going to take, and basically, if you give it the worst version of it, it's going to recreate it in your body anyways. So you might as well give it the one that your body can actually use in real time. That's methylcobalamin, vitamin B12, methylfolate, vitamin B9. So if you don't see that anywhere on your label for any vitamins, your one-a-day vitamins is trash. Simple. They're using filler ingredients. All right? All right. But outside of that, this call is about to end in a minute, y'all. Thank y'all for making this call. I recorded it, shared it with family and friends. Have a good weekend. If you didn't schedule a call, cough, cough, Tiffany. Schedule a call for this weekend. All right? Thank y'all, queens, and have a great y'all day.
Bye.